welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Deidre. If you're returning, welcome back. It's great to see you. We are finally on the treadmill for second morning. It is like 6:35 in the morning. I've been on the treadmill for 37 minutes. So I'm so glad I'm back on my morning workout routine. Also, please subscribe to my channel down below and make sure to like this video. Today is Vlogmas day. I think this is day 5 for y'all, but day 4 for me. I get myself turned around sometimes. I can't slow down my pace because I'm trying to hit my heart rate goal on my Fitbit. So my apologies. I just want to check in, say good morning. I have to go shower and get Hunter to speech. So the next time you see me, I'll be showered, dressed, cleaned up. I'll probably already have my breakfast and stuff made. So we'll check in a few. See you guys in a little bit. Hello. I know this is a great angle. So my parlor palm has this like fungi on it, this mold. And I've been scraping it, trying to get rid of it like they told me to at Easy Plants. I missed the part of the email where they said to sprinkle cinnamon on the soil. So we're gonna scrape the plant again and then add some cinnamon to the dirt. They have reassured me that it is non-toxic to humans and pets. So there's no issues with us having it in the plant. Now he's gonna add some cinnamon in here. That could be a fun activity for us to do together. Because I went back to reread the email because I was like, dude, this fungus will not go away. No matter what I do, I have it like directly in front of the window and all of that. And it's still just ever present. So I went back to see if I missed something, and I did. All right. Let's see if that works. I got cinnamon everywhere. It's cool. Let's see if I can knock some of it off. These plants have been great, though. They are so easy to take care of. I really do like them a lot. Do I have enough water in there? I can't see. I'm going to have to get a flashlight or look with my phone when I'm done filming. All right, so that's it covered with cinnamon. I'm going to grab a napkin to clean this mess up. I wasn't planning on putting the dogs out, but Wormy wanted to go out. Now she wants back in. I can hear her at the door because she's a turkey dog. All right, let's see how that does. Let's hope it works. Because I hate looking at my plant with fungus in it. So, yeah. So let me grab her real quick. All right, we're going to start the sourdough bread. This might be a 2-day vlog for Vlogmas. So I'm using a recipe from the Clever Carrot today. It's a beginner's guide to sourdough. So I'm going to use a smaller bowl. I actually need to use this big bowl, but it doesn't fit on the scale well. So we're going to use what fits. So we're going to change the scale to grams because we have to use grams. Let me grab the water. So I always use just spring water, whatever spring water I have. I do have filtered water, but I think it runs a little bit colder. So we're going to do 250 grams of water. Okay, 250 grams of water. And then we're doing 25 grams of olive oil. And then we're going to do 150 grams of bubbly starter. This is 25 grams. I didn't use olive oil last time, so I'm curious how this is gonna turn out. 22, 23, 24, 25 grams, okay? And then my starter doesn't look as bubbly as it doesn't look like it's been half, but it actually was, because it actually was a little bit below that line this morning. But it's good enough for government work at this point. And we're doing 150 of the starter. It's very bubbly and happy today. I've been giving it some extra feedings. So we're gonna do 150. Oh, I did hear it, okay. $126, $145, $150. Perfect, and that leaves me just enough to feed. And I actually might put him in the fridge. Okay, and then we need. We're gonna combine all these. She said she uses a fork, but I'm just gonna go with the spatula I've already made dirty. Okay, we're gonna pour this over here because I need to use the smaller bowl for the flour. All right. So now we're gonna do 500 grams of bread flour and 10 grams of sea salt. So I actually might do the sea salt in this. Oh, 11. How's it 12 now, really? Grams, okay. Yes, I just pinched that out. All right, so we got that. Put this back on, and we need 500 grams of bread flour. And then we're gonna squish it together in this. So I'm about to take off my rings. So I'm doing King Arthur bread flour. It's actually what I was feeding my starter for a little bit, and then I switched back to the all-purpose. I'm just kind of going back and forth between the two. Not for any reason in particular. $500 on the dot. Always makes me happy when my measurements work out. So now we're going to squish the mixture together. So I'm going to put the salt in here. I'm going to mix it kind of together. I'll move the scale. Okay, so now we're going to squish it, and then we're going to cover the bowl with our damp towel or plastic wrap. I'm trying to decide. I did a damp towel last time. I'm wondering if I should do saran wrap today because it is a colder day today, to be honest. I should have kept that spatula. Scrape all this out. It's okay. I got hands. We can get dirty. Okay, so we're going to squish it together, and the dough will feel rough and dry and look very shaggy. Then we're going to cover it with plastic wrap or a damp kitchen towel so it can auto-lease for 30 minutes. tap the water behind you. Hold on, give me 1 second. Can't lose any sourdough. Alright. So those biscuits were a hit this weekend. So I'll definitely be making those again. Maybe even this week, because I have a lot of discard right now. I still need to make the pizza crust. Maybe the pizza... I think the pizza crust uses a lot of... Okay, so I'm just doing this until the flour is fully absorbed. So I'm just making sure I get it all off the bottom of the bowl. Pretty sure the flour's all in there. So now we're going to get it all off my hands. And then we're going to cover this. I think I stopped what I was saying. So last time I did a wet or a damp towel, it took a long time to rise. I think this time I might try the plastic wrap and see if that helps. It is a colder day today as well. And so I'm wondering if the plastic wrap will just give it more heat, if that makes sense. But let's get all this off my hands. So then it's going to sit for 30 minutes. And then we're going to work it into a ball because we have to start our fold, our stretch and folds to help get a nice fluffy texture to it. Just trying to get as much of this off my hands so I don't waste it as I can. It's a very sticky dough to work with in general. And my dough is at about 100% hydration. So it's a very hydrated dough. And I'm learning all these terms as I go along. So it makes me feel, you know, smart or something. I don't know. All right. Got that off. So I'm gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna try the saran wrap on top. We're gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. This is what the dough is looking like right now. Very shaggy, like she said. Let's grab the plastic wrap. Yeah, it's funny. I grew up in a house that we always used plastic wrap for like everything. And then as an adult, I just don't use it very often. I use reusable like glass containers with lids and stuff. But I keep saran wrap just in case we need it. And I've looked into like those bee wraps and stuff. Again, it's not something we use all the time. So I don't know long term if that's worth it for us. I don't know. Maybe if I start making enough bread, maybe it'll be something I look into. All right, so I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and then we'll come back down and we'll do some stuff with it. Timers, add a timer. My mom is texting me, so it's trying to, okay, I will. All right, our timer is going. So we'll be back in 30 minutes to do the next step. Okay, so now we're going to start the bulk rise. So we need to form this into a ball. And then we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes, come in, do a stretch and fold, wait an hour, do another stretch and fold, and let it just bulk rise in this until it doubles in size. So get your hands wet because the dough does stick a lot. Okay, so my hands are wet. I'm just gonna kind of scrape it up. So this recipe is really different than the recipe I did last time. This one seems to be almost like more like, apparently all that didn't get absorbed in there. That's not good. This one seems to be a lot more like less hands-on than the one I did the other day. So I'm curious to see how it will do. All right. So we have it formed into a ball. And now we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes. I'm going to come in, do a stretch and fold, which I'll walk you through. We'll wait an hour, do another stretch and fold, and go from there. Then it has to bulk rise for 3 to 12 hours. Because it is cold today, I expect it'll probably take a little while longer to bulk rise, like closer to the 12-hour mark. But I guess we'll see. They don't do a fridge one, like a fridge rise. So I'm curious about that because it says let it bulk rise for 3 to 12 hours. And then you then do like just like an hour rise in either your cast iron pan or your baskets, which I have right there. So I was just going to do it in the basket for like an hour. And I thought that that wasn't very much time. But we'll see. I'm going to set my timer again for 30 minutes. And I'll come back in 30 minutes to do the stretch and fold. And then we'll do one an hour after that. And then we'll just wait and see how long it takes before it doubles in size. And then we'll start the next process. Well, I am at the inspection place just waiting for my paperwork. I think he's bringing it to me right now, so hold on one second. Well, we're having to change orientation. Sorry, YouTube. I know we don't like to film this way. But I had to get my inspection because they're supposed to be not doing inspections, I think, after February. But of course, my registration is due in December. And so I had to do one last inspection. And literally all they do is have you check your signals and honk your horn and step on your brakes. Basically just make sure your lights and stuff work. Some places will test your tint to make sure your tint is not illegal, which I've gotten busted for before. But I've had it redone, so it's actually not as dark as it used to be. But I came from California where it was legal. And my first time in, I think I had been here like 6 or 7 years before I finally got busted for my tint by an inspection place. I just kind of laughed about it. But, oops, he shifted when I turned. So yeah, I got my return done of my new shoes that don't fit well. And then, I got my inspection done. So that's a productive lunch. Now I need to hurry home because we have to do some more, what is it, the pull and fold, whatever the folding of the sourdough bread is that we need to go do. We need to go do that. Literally my brain just stopped working and I don't know what it is. So yeah, we're gonna go do that and get that done, and then it'll sit until it doubles in size, and then we'll have bread at some point. I don't know, but tomorrow, today, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Nothing exciting. I still need to eat lunch. I have to pee. They gave me water, which was very kind of them, and I have been drinking some of it, but I have to pee so bad that I had to stop drinking it because I don't need to stress my bladder much more. So yep, that's what we're doing. I hope you guys are having a good day so far, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. The word I was looking for was, or the phrase was, stretch and folds, not pull and folds. But yeah, that was the phrase I was looking for and couldn't find. And a cop just drove by. So that's exciting. I started drying my hands and remembered that I needed them to be wet. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm just gonna grab on this side. I hate using the plastic bowls because they pick up when I'm trying to do this. But when you're using as much flour, it's hard to get it to right. Like sometimes my ceramic bowls are too small, if that makes any sense. Seeing that it like completely pulls off at the bottom. Now we're gonna let it rest until it doubles in size. You can do more stretch and folds if you want. I know my last recipe did 6 of them, I believe. I'll kind of watch how it goes and decide if I want to do any more. But this is supposed to be a real easy peasy recipe. So I might actually switch this to a damp towel. Let me grab a fresh towel. Because the plastic isn't staying on very well, and I'm wondering if a towel will do better. I might turn the heater up a little bit too. Make the kitchen a little warmer. Let's set this to the side for now. A damp towel. All right. We will check on it in a little bit. Okay, I thought we could check it. I did another stretch and fold about an hour ago. So that was number 3. So we'll do a 4th one. I was reading up on it, and it was saying that most people should do 4 to 6 of them. So I'm going to do 4 and call it good. The dough's getting stretchier, which is good. See what I mean? It comes up out of the bowl when I'm trying to do my stretch and folds. And now we're just gonna let it rise, and once it doubles in size, that's when we can start forming it to go in the baskets. See, it's still tearing a little bit up there, so it's definitely not obviously ready, but you can tell just from looking at it, it's not ready yet. It's not puffy and it's not doubled in size. I did turn the heater up, which is making me hot, but hopefully it's warming up my kitchen. I'm just gonna let it hang out. That's what we're looking like right now. So, hopefully in a little bit. Okay, the dough has now doubled in size, so it's real soft. You don't want to mess with it too much. I have my parchment lined Dutch oven. This is not a preheated Dutch oven. She doesn't call for it to be preheated. It's actually going to do its last rise in the Dutch oven. And then you put your flour in the bottom to make sure it doesn't stick to your paper. All right, I'll clean that up in a second. So now we're going to do this. I need to grab my scraper. Guess we're using a new one. I have my other one, so actually my other one's probably in the drawer. Look at it. Thought I had it over there though. Who knows? Here's who it is. Somewhere. Maybe. Whatever, we'll use this one, that's fine. Alright, is that? Nope. Oh, there it is. Told you I had one. Knew I had it around here somewhere. Alright. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape the dough and then put it in the pot for its last rise. She just says... She didn't say to put the lid on it, so we're going to leave it open because that's going to give the bread a little bit of a crust.
Did you find it?
Yes. Sorry, my husband was coming in to find out if I had found his coffee cup that I went searching for in his car, so he stops taking off. Well, technically it's my coffee cup, but he takes everything. He's already lost his coffee. I was just telling him he's lost his coffee cup, one of my coffee cups. Here he comes. He's back again, interrupting my filming. Alright, there's our sourdough. So we're not going to overwork the dough very much at all, but we do need to make sure that this is greased or like floured, and our hands need some flour because the dough's sticky. All right, so now at this point, we're going to do the folds to shape the loaf, and then we're going to get it in its shape and put it in the parchment paper. Well, normally when you do it, let's see, she tell you to flip it? Oh, I guess she goes straight in. All right. So normally you let it rest seam side up, but she seems like she does it seam side down. So we're just going with it. Actually, maybe I'll take this out now so it's less to try and... So we're going to fold it. And so you don't have a great angle. So you go up and you fold it in the center like an envelope. Up. And you put it in the center like an envelope. And you fold this side up, center like an envelope. And then up, center like an envelope, okay? And you kind of pinch it together, but you don't want to work the dough too much because you don't want to lose all that air that you have in your dough. And then you just kind of circle it, get into your circle shape. I'm doing 1 loaf instead of 2. Her recipe calls for 2, but says that you can do it in 1. And there we go. All right, so now we're gonna let it sit there for an hour. And then in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna start preheating the oven, score the bread, add an hour, and then we're gonna bake it. So we're gonna let it sit there. And this is what it looks like right now. So we're gonna let it chill out. Well, I apologize. I didn't let you watch me score the bread because I was on the phone and it wouldn't let me record when I was scoring it because I was on the phone. So we have 13 minutes right now. And then I take the lid off for 20, or no, 40. I take the lid off for 40, and then I let it bake for another 40 uncovered until a deep golden brown. And then it needs to get to its internal temp of 205 to 210. And it says during the last 10 minutes, either crack the oven door open, which is optional, or remove it from the pot and let it bake directly on the rack for a more crisp crust. So that was one thing I didn't like about my last loaf, is I didn't think the crust was crispy enough. So I'm gonna try one of those 2 things. I just have to be careful because I have the animals I need to watch around the oven. So we'll see how this goes. Let's have a peek. We have 21 minutes left. Oh, I pushed it too far back. I can't see it. Hold on. Oh, look how pretty. We are at the, nope. The oven is cracked open, but we have to keep the pets away from it because they won't stay out of here. Out, Remy. I don't want you to get burned. No, ma'am. All right, there she is. Let me get her out of there. But we are not going to cut it until tomorrow. Sorry. Okay, this is the bread out. Try to get good lighting right now because it's dark and I have all the lights on, but it's not helping. So we will cut into it tomorrow. But that's it for this one, y'all. I don't know how long this video is going to be. This might have to be like a 2 or 3 part thing because I have no idea how long the vlog is and I don't want them to get too long. So I might have to split this one into 2 parts and then show you the reveal of the bread in one of them or the next one. I don't know. I have to see how long it is when I'm editing it tomorrow morning. I've already decided I'm probably going to sleep in until 6:45 and do my walk at lunch because I'm exhausted. So I'm going to bed. Good night, y'all. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Make sure to like this video and I will see y'all in the morning. Bye, y'all. So that is the sourdough cut in. My husband cut into it this morning. So let me taste it. All right, I did throw some butter on it because you can't have sourdough bread without butter. I like it a lot better than the whole wheat one. It is more sour. It's very fluffy, which I like. I like this one a lot better than the first recipe I made. So I think this one might be a keeper.